Hello, aspirants. I am Nikita, host of the show, and we are continuing our GTO series with Colonel D.N. Sharma. Today, we will be discussing Lecturate in detail.
All right, welcome everyone, and let's start with lecturing then.
Alright, sir. So, before I come up with my series of doubts and questions, I request you to once brief our candidates about Lecturate.
All right, during lecturate, each candidate is supposed to choose a topic given on a card. There are four topics given, and the candidate is required to choose one of those topics, and then think about the topic for a brief duration and give a lecture to rest of the group members. Usually, 3 minutes time is given for preparation and 3 minutes for speaking.
Right, sir. Alright. So, the first question is what is an SSF looking forward to in any candidate?
Okay. So when a candidate comes for lecturate, the GTO looks at the knowledge that candidate has about the topic. It gives you an indication, the standard of general awareness and the analytical thinking of a person.
Right.
Because you cannot predict beforehand what kind of topic you're likely to get. So when a random topic is chosen and a candidate is able to speak on it for a reasonable amount of 3 minutes, it is some kind of an indication that this person is well informed. This person has been studying the current issues, is aware of the current scenario, current situation in the country and in international affairs, and you can have a reasonable kind of assessment that this person is well informed.
Right. All right, sir. So, how to prepare for lecturate?
Okay, so the primary focus of lecturate is knowledge. To gather knowledge, you have to study a lot. So find some good publications, good newspapers, some prominent magazines, and there are some magazines specifically oriented towards competitive exams. You can identify those publications, those websites which provide you information. You can also refer to some government websites. They will be the most authentic source of information, most reliable source of information, and they are absolutely up to date. There are certain ministries who maintain their websites and always publish the important information.
Right.
That information, I mean, you have to see the relevance of that information from SSB point of view, and you should have that information. You can use it for your group discussions and your lecture, and keep yourself updated. That goes without saying.
All right. So now, just as you said, the importance of knowledge. So there are certain candidates जिनके पास नॉलेज है, फैक्ट्स हैं, फिगर्स हैं, ओपिनियंस भी हैं, लेकिन सर वो अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते हैं. मतलब द फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स आर देयर इन द माइंड बट कैन नॉट कम ऑन द टंग. वो हैव ग्रामर रूल्स इंग्लिश में फंस कर रह जाते हैं. सो हाउ टू हैंडल दिस सिचुएशन?
ओके, सो इस क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड दो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चीजें हैं. एक चीज है, आपको मालूम है आप एसएसबी के लिए जा रहे हैं और एसएसबी में रिक्वायरमेंट है कि आप इंग्लिश में ही बातचीत करेंगे. तो आपको तैयारी शुरू कर देनी चाहिए. जब आपने डिसीजन लिया कि आपको आर्म फोर्सेस में जाना है, आप एसएसबी में अपीयर होंगे, एंड देयर यू विल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. So please start learning the correct form of the language, the practical application of your knowledge.
Right.
That is what is required. Start practicing, start refining your English speaking skills, and also please remember, it is not that you are expected to speak very complicated English or very difficult kind of language you are required to use. Please use very simple language. You should be confident of yourself when you are speaking. That is what is required. कहीं एक आधी जगह आप अगर अटकते हैं तो बीच में कवर करने के लिए आप हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं या मिक्स ऑफ हिंदी इंग्लिश यूज कर सकते हैं, इंग्लिश में बोल सकते हैं.
Right, sir.
At the same time, GTO will instruct you to revert to English as soon as it is possible for you. Don't continuously speak in Hindi. So ऐसे कभी जरूरत पड़ने पर आप मिक्स करके बोल दें, अपना पॉइंट कंप्लीट करें, कॉन्फिडेंस से कंप्लीट करें. और इसके साथ आपकी मैच्योरिटी बहुत जरूरी है. आप कितनी मैच्योरिटी डिस्प्ले करते हैं. So that can be covered. Now that you know that English is a requirement, please prepare for it.
Alright. So how to frame your content while speaking?
Try to organize the content in a logical manner. Give a brief introduction about your topic. Cover the main issues associated with it. and towards the end give a brief conclusion. Now the conclusion can be your own opinion about the issue, it can be a solution in case you were discussing a
Right.
problem, or it can be summary of what you have spoken.
Right, sir.
A conclusion to your lecture gives it a rounded ending, a logical
Right.
ending.
Right, sir. So, just as you mentioned कि you get four topics. अब सर वो
Right.
four topics vary करते हैं on their difficulty. जैसे कुछ टॉपिक है इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन से, कुछ जियोपॉलिटिक्स से आ गया है, कुछ कोई कंट्री प्रॉब्लम जैसे इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी, एक्सटर्नल सिक्योरिटी प्रॉब्लम्स हो गई हैं. और सर एक लास्ट में टॉपिक होता है जो बहुत बेसिक होता है, जैसे माय फेवरेट बुक, माय आइडियल, माय हीरो, माय पेरेंट्स. अगर सर कोई कैंडिडेट है जिसको ऊपर के टॉपिक्स नहीं पता है and he's choosing the last topic. So उसका क्या impact रहता है SSR पे?
ओके, आपका पहला कोशिश ये होना चाहिए कि जो टॉपिक थोड़ा आपकी नॉलेज और मैच्योरिटी दिखा सके, आपको वैसा टॉपिक चूज करना चाहिए. एंड अवॉइड चूजिंग द सिंपलेस्ट ऑफ टॉपिक. ये करने के लिए जो मैंने कुछ देर पहले आप सबको बताया कि आपका स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ जनरल नॉलेज बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए.
राइट.
राइट, आपको मालूम है रिक्वायरमेंट आएगी तो आप अपने आप को तैयार कीजिए. कीप योर जनरल नॉलेज अपडेटेड. A rare case scenario wherein you are forced to choose the simplest of topics. Try to show your maturity, high order of thinking, right? And do not keep the content also very, very kind of basic for a very ordinary topic. Try to raise the level of the topic through your maturity, through your knowledge, and through your experiences.
Right. Sir, एक बार I remember in Bangalore there was a girl. She chose the topic my favorite book, and she spoke so well on it. She brought out the book Pride and Prejudice, and she talked about the relevance of the book in today's society. And she spoke so well on the topic that we all were in awe and admiration.
So you see how a simple topic, its level can be elevated. A
Right,
live
sir.
example, live
Right.
experience, isn't it?
Right, sir. Right.
Likewise, if you are compelled to choose the simplest of topic, be prepared for it and try to bring out a mature persona in yourself.
Right. Sir, now as we know कि अभी SSBs होने वाले हैं बच्चों के, so according to you, what would be the most important topics जो उन्हें prepare कर लेना चाहिए, जो उन्हें GD में भी help करे और lecturate में भी help करे?
ओके, सो ऐसा कुछ लेट डाउन नहीं होता है. यू डोंट हैव अ सिलेबस कि अगर मैं 10 टॉपिक्स प्रिपेयर कर लूँ तो मैं
Right.
एसएसबी में कामयाब हो जाऊंगा, जीडी और लेक्चरेट में बहुत अच्छे से पार्टिसिपेट कर पाऊंगा. Because the GTOs, they decide the topics at a very short notice, just a day prior or on maybe on the same day of the testing.
Right, sir.
That is one thing. So you cannot have a specific list of topics that can be. Now, if somebody makes a specific list of topics, that person is trying to memorize the content, which is not the idea,
Right.
right? So you should be able to speak in an impromptu manner, identify what are the important issues as of today in the current scenario, or let's say in the last 3 months or in the last 6 months, what all important events have occurred. For example, Russia-Ukraine war is going on and it has implications for India.
Right, sir.
We are already seeing it. What are the implications for India?
Right,
So
sir.
we should know that what are the important points associated with this topic, and we should be able to, or we should be ready to discuss those points if
Right.
such a topic comes. So likewise, you can identify the important issues which are going on. These issues can be broadly categorized, let's say, as international relations,
Right.
national issues, security related issues, economic issues, social issues.
Right, sir.
And then you can identify specific topics within these categories and then gather information about them. So, like I mentioned about Russia-Ukraine war, the involvement of other nations in that war,
Right, sir.
other issues like Israel-Hamas conflict,
Right, sir.
the tension in South China Sea,
Right, sir.
and also whenever we are picking up an international issue, we should also see its implications for our country.
Right.
That is the most important, or you can say the crux of the whole issue.
Right.
Ultimately, what are the implications of that particular issue for our country?
Right, sir.
Likewise, in our immediate neighborhood, what kind of situation is prevailing, whether it is Bangladesh, whether it is Pakistan, whether it is Myanmar, or Sri Lanka. Latest
Right,
case,
sir.
is of Maldives.
Right, sir.
That suddenly our relations with Maldives are soured,
Right, sir.
right? So all these important issues we should be aware of. Likewise, at national level, economy is a very important factor in today's scenario. So we
Right.
must know how is our economy doing, what we're doing, what are the challenges, and what are the opportunities for our country. How is our economy developing? What are the areas where we are focusing?
Right, sir.
What is the country doing, or what is the government doing to boost the country's economy? What are the challenges that we are facing?
Right, sir.
So we should know about these important issues. Likewise, coming to the social environment, what is the law and order situation? All of us are facing issues related to cybercrime or
Right,
online
sir.
frauds.
Right.
Every other day, we keep hearing that people have lost money in these kind of crimes.
Right, sir.
Right.
All right, sir. Sir, the last question is how to ensure that you perform well in the lecture?
Okay. Prepare well, speak with confidence, and try to create a good impression through your content and the
Right.
manner of your speaking.
Right, sir. So that is all for today. Thank you very much. Anything that you want to tell our students? Any message?
Keep working hard. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.